Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mrs. Force, U.S. History teacher, and I'm going to be reading for you today the Week 14 quiz. As you're going through, remember that you can pause at any time to be able to get the information and answer in your assignment, and then come back to the video and press play. If you have any questions as you're going through, make sure that you reach out to your U.S. History teacher. Good luck. Here we go. Question number 1. After Abraham Lincoln won the election of 1860, South Carolina decided that as a state, they must do what? Demand a recount of the popular vote, reform the presidential election process, secede or withdraw from the Union, abolish slavery before Lincoln could and save some of their honor. Question number 2. Which action is viewed as the official start of the Civil War? The attack on Fort Sumter, Abraham Lincoln becoming president, the existence of slavery, or the Battle of Gettysburg? Question number 3. There were 4 border states that served as a buffer for the Union from the Confederacy. Why was it important that Maryland, one of the border states, stay on the side of the Union? Because it was the first state in the Union and had patriotic connections for many citizens? Because the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. would have been surrounded by Confederate states if Maryland had left the Union? Because the Union would have lost access to the South for offensive attacks? Because the number of Union and Confederate states needed to stay equal for the balance of power in Congress? Question 4. Which accurately describes the South's strengths at the beginning of the Civil War? So the South produced almost all of the food crops in the United States. The South's well-established government gave it a distinct advantage. The South's superior railroad system allowed supplies to be moved easier. The South had numerous experienced military officers to lead its army. Question number 5. Which was not a strength of the North at the beginning of the Civil War? They had several successful military colleges, the ability to manufacture firearms, an existing army, miles of railroad tracks. Question 6. What had Abraham Lincoln assumed before the first Battle of Bull Run? He would have to recruit many more soldiers. Slaves would rebel and join the Northern forces. The South could easily be defeated. The Union could continue with both free states and slave states. Question number 7. What caused the Battle of Antietam to be the single bloodiest day in American history? Confederate troops unexpectedly used guerrilla tactics. Confederate troops outnumbered Union troops 2-1. It was a meeting of the largest armies ever in one place. Troops marched forward in close formation against newer, more accurate weapons. Question 8. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. Why is this historic executive order considered a turning point in the Civil War? It led to the immediate surrender of Confederate forces. It redefined the war as being about slavery and further divided the North and South. It freed all the slaves who had then enlisted in the Union Army. It led to Lincoln's assassination, which resulted in new military strategies for Northern generals. Question 9. Why was the Battle of Gettysburg considered the beginning of the end for the Confederacy? The Confederacy could not handle fighting in the cold temperatures of the North, so all the fighting had to stay in the South. Confederates suffered a huge loss of life, and they lost hope that they would gain the support of foreign countries. The Confederates had gained the support of England, but had lost too many weapons. The North suffered mass casualties, but gained the support of France. Question 10. Lincoln ended the Gettysburg Address stating that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. What idea is he describing? Equality, democracy, liberty, justice. Remember, you can pause the video at any time and also rewind to go back to any that you need reread. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure that you are reaching out to your U.S. history teacher. Good luck.